Okay, we're back, but I'm going to put this whole set of baloney here away, and then we're going to work on a Briggs, I think. What's up? Hey. Good. All right. Okay, we're back. Anybody watching this video might be a tad bored, but if you watch it live, a whole lot better. I'm going to do a little cleanup here. The 350 does run. And actually, I want to finish that, sort of. Can't quite finish it yet, but I do want to finish that, sort of. So let me put some of this stuff away. Time to do a little bit of cleanup. David made it. Gavin, Craig, hey, and Thomas Jung. So, gonna do a little fiddling here, and maybe gonna work on a Briggs. But what I wanted, let me get some of this. Okay. Anybody want the 394s? I got them up for grabs, guys. 2 394s. I'm not done with the second one, but the first one's pretty good, I think. What are you working on today, Craig? Anything? You know, the garbage, that's the problem here. Time to buy, guys. David's biased. It's okay. Changing the steering column on a 2006 Malibu. Why would a steering column from a 2006 Malibu need changing? Sounds like the car's a little bit too new to need changing. Okay. Almost got this stuff good here. Oh, I'm so excited to get done with all this stuff and get this basement clean. trying to force myself to not buy more projects. Don't need more projects. Just got to sell these 394s and we'll be good. Get those sold off. Might as well say hello, cuckoo heads. Had to do the whole column. Like electric steel assist, mine went bad, cheaper to do the whole column. Oh. Ooh. Okay. My solution these days to car trouble is to trade the car in. And actually, I traded in my my last Subaru Impreza. I traded in with 75,000 miles on it. It didn't have any trouble. There was no trouble. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna trade it in, and I did. And it's kind of unfortunate that life has come to that for me, but that is the way it is. Well, that's a lot of. That's why I was gummed up. Okay. So now we got to get that clutch off. That's my clutch tool. It's a little too big. The other one. Here's my other clutch tool. You guys are wondering why I'm doing this. Well, you'll see. There's a little bit of gunk right here, messing up the oiler. That's no good. Obviously. But I actually need to get rid of this. The whole reason I did that. That goes fine. A little bit of grease. Wait a minute, why'd you get rid of the tensioner? You'll see. Now, let's see what we got going with the bar and chain, which are under here. Two garbages. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Now I can get over here to the bar chain. Okay. Still gonna say, wait a minute, there's no chain tensioner. Don't worry, I'm getting there. Getting there. Spur gear instead of a sprocket, unfortunately. Instead of rim drive. And here we go. The solution to all the world's problems. The answer is a 455 Rancher clutch cover, which has a tensioner right there on the outside. A whole lot easier to use. Whole lot easier to use. But I can't use it yet because I gotta put this handle thing on. So that's okay. Garbage. These are the only other pieces that I need for this. That goes outside to the shed. Where's the top cover? Top cover's here. And this old clutch cover, whether it works or not, I'll put it to the side. So check this out. Husky 350 with a proper side tensioner. All right. So, yes, it does run. Still waiting for the chain brake handle. So now I've got this as far as I can take it. Now we can work on that Briggs, I think. A whole pile of stuff to take out to the shed. Don't need it in here. Okay, so what we have, I won't. I don't think the whole camera work thing is going to work. Let's go like that, a little further away. Tilt this up just a little bit. A little better? Let's see. Better. Let's go just a shade more. There. Oh, you can fit just about anything on a chainsaw. So this is a Briggs motor off of my dad's log splitter. And it's funny because I do smell gasoline. Anyway, he had a problem. It didn't run right. It ran, but it wasn't running. It wasn't happy, and this has been going for years. This thing ran for a long, long time. So I'm gonna suspect that something's up with the carburetor. I am pretty sure that this has never been serviced as far as the carburetor goes. Although it looks like it's completely intact. My dad doesn't beat things up, so I can't imagine that he really did too much damage here. So I don't know. I want to start taking it apart. I want to get the carburetor off and tear that apart and see what's up. Looks like a couple of bolts up top here hold the air filter cover on. Take those off. Check the diaphragm. Yeah. No bar and chain. No, this is not my living room. Sure is where I spend a lot of time, though. Why is that not? Come on. I have no idea when this air filter was serviced either. Obviously, get out. Well, it's not clogged. I would definitely venture, I guess, to say that's not clogged. So the air filter is probably not the problem. I need another box, but oh well. All right. Looks like there's some screws here holding this on. And I'm going to get tired of that real fast. So, yeah, I can imagine there's a diaphragm in here that's hard or something like that. That's probably what's going on. Dad already went out and bought a different motor, so we don't really have to worry about it, but it'd be nice to have this so it runs. Like I said, I was going to get tired of that in a hurry. Good. Well, now it's a little easier to see. That looks like a breather tube of some kind. It sure looks like it would be easiest to service this with the muffler off. And the muffler looks like it's on, like there's a couple of tabs there. See, this is where Husqvarna 350 would be better off having something like this to prevent the nuts from backing out. I know, no more hammers. I know. Is that 1/2 inch? 7/16. That's 7/16. Yeah. Mod the muffler. See, for chainsaws, that kind of makes sense, but for something like this, you're not running this at the edge of its existence, you know? Looks like some ground wires. Gas tank is held on down there. Easy thing would be to take off this breather tube. One screw. Yep, just a breather tube. Of course, I'll bet there's a whole pile of gasoline in here. I've maneuvered this a little bit. I can dump the gas a little bit easier. It's a Pulsar jet car, go-kart motor. Yeah, I suggested that to Dad too. Was possibly the coil. So I don't know. There's this screen mesh material in there, looks like. I just don't know how much money, it's worth putting into the motor. Not much, probably. Actually, it holds quite a bit of gas. It's funny, so I got a fuel line and filter and everything for this, and as it turns out, there is no fuel line. It just dips right into the dang gas tank. So guess the guy over at the power equipment place couldn't tell me that, even though he had the model number. Oh well. Okay. Just trying to look at this and see how in the world does the carburetor come off. Almost looks like I have to take the gas tank off down that way, and then it'll be easier to get to the carb screw. So you can get to the top carb screw, no problem. It's the one under there on the other side that's basically impossible. Take care, David. Well, looks like 2 Phillips head screws in here. There's one. Nice thing, they're actually piloted. That's very nice. 2 with lock nuts on them. 3 or 4 screws on the base of the carb. Yeah, so I got 3 out on the base of the carb here. There's one more here, looks like. Holding a strap. Well, it's this piece or whatever. I don't know. at least they're all the same screw, so that's nice. Oh, there that goes. There's a wire there. But it looks like it'd be nice and easy to do that. Okay, good. That looks like a ground wire of some kind going to here. And that's for the choke. So it looks like I can undo that choke lever. That's attached to the throttle mechanism down there. Who came up with this design? Let's see if I can get the carburetor off right now. I gotta figure out how to get rid of this line. Couldn't have made it a simple thing. Just gotta be. Does that go kapop into there? Are you self-taught? Yes. Check for spark, holding lead and pulling the starter cord. Well, I could just hold my finger on it and pull the starter cord. Then I'll know. But you could. I've checked for spark before, and then there, like, hey, it looks like it's got spark, and then it still doesn't fire, and it's because the spark is too weak. So. Too warm. Am I self-taught? You think? I'm just trying to. I like it when stuff comes apart easy, and generally on the Husqvarnas it does. There, it just pops. Okay, the throttle just pops out. Because I was looking at that going, what in the world? So, the throttle line just pops out. Literally just pop, and that's it. Okay. So that's released. And then there's another line here. That looks like it's going to be a little more difficult to remove. That's okay. Maybe now I can get a wrench around these bolts here. Millimeter too big, way too big. 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter. Too big. Three-eighths, that's it. There isn't even room for a socket on here, though. And it's, I guess flat blade is going to have to be the ticket for this one. Here, move this around so you guys can see. So the upper one, flat blade is going to have to be the ticket because I can hardly get this on here. This is not easy. It does, and this certainly doesn't fit. Before I take that one all the way off. Let's see if I can get to this one down here. Yep. So off is going to be one thing, on is going to be a completely different ballgame. See this one, yeah. I'm actually able to get the gear wrench on this lower one. I love it how there's like an extra 20 minutes worth of work just because somebody decided to position two screws in the wrong spot. Greg, yeah, you can grind old wrenches down and do all kinds of stuff to get in there. So yeah. So let's do this one. It's like the whole gas tank wants to come off. Okay, there's that. So if this is actually holding the gas tank on, then that is like an officially stupid design. I guess I come from the family of chainsaws where the carburetor doesn't hold the gas tank on. Okay, and since I see absolutely nothing else holding the carburetor down to the gas tank, pry it up. Good. Okay, so this line here I need to release somehow. Right now I'm not sure how to do that. goes the governor, apparently. Maybe I can just lean the whole thing down by doing this. I guess the whole gas tank is coming off. There's literally one bolt down the back here that now is holding the gas tank on. Where's Ken when I need him? Roadrunner, how's it going? Well, that's an interesting bolt thingy. So how do I release? There's a spring here I want to release. That's pretty cool. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. There goes that one. This I need. There. Right. Which one do I put down first and where? So this one. Should be able to move this sideways and just slide it right. There we go. Slide it right up. Good. Ta-da! There's a screen at the bottom of this that looked kind of plugged. Good job, Nikki. Way to go. So that screen was a little bit plugged. Okay. So, what do you guys recommend? I can get a new Chinese carburetor, brand new part off of eBay, $20 shipped. Or do you think I should try to rebuild this? Rebuild. Okay. That gasket there is fine. I don't need to worry about that. It's entirely possible the valves are kind of gummed up. How far do we want to take this darn thing apart? Right now, I'm completely unsure I can get this back together, you know? At least I know which end goes up. It's that one. And that one goes to the, I think this is the governor. I guess it'd be nice to fully separate the gas tank here, which means I need to take off this one nut. Just a grounding wire from, I guess, going to the tank here. Let that sit there over here. Guess I could clean that up a bit eventually. Still gasket material here. I'll get that off eventually. That's pretty cool. It's a spring. Just press it down and the wire comes right out. That's cool. More amazing is it still springs. So I think we've ruled out, well, it might be the fuel filter, but I don't think so. Odds are something in the carburetor's gummed. Do you guys want me to take the head off? The breather? I guess I could take the breather off and the head and all that stuff and get gaskets and whatnot for everything there. Hopefully I don't need to take the bottom end apart, but that wouldn't be the end of the world either. Simple car, rebuild it. Daryl has some good vids. Is the throttle shaft tight? Yeah, I think it was tight. I don't think it was flopping. Let's pull the head off. Why not? Let's see. Nothing wrong with that, you know. Let's pull the breather off first. oil there. Whatever. Oh, I know. That bottom bolt there might actually be a communication into the oil tank. That's possible. Into the sump. Is it common to see a spring off center? Breather. I don't know if you guys can see. Actually, I want to check and see if oil comes out. Does oil come out of there? No. Okay, good. Can you guys see in there? One of the springs is clearly off kilter here. Clearly they go. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Let me look and see. This looks like one of these springs is kind of cocked to the side. I just pushed it back straight. What do you think? Just rebuild the carburetor first and not worry about pulling the head and all that stuff. And then it makes sense to if the carburetor doesn't do it, then obviously I guess we pull the head and see what's going on with the valves. What do you guys think? Hey, Brandon. I'm just fiddling with we're just doing a Briggs here. Just a 5-horse Briggs. Type of motor you stick on a go-kart. This one came out of a log splitter, though. My dad's log splitter. Let's play with rebuilding a carb, I guess. At least pulling it apart. I don't have the parts to rebuild it. Looks like 4 screws here. Boy, that wasn't very tight. Looks like something's on here. Where it tore. Whoa. Spring in a ring. All right, so what else do I need to clean on here? Is there anything on here that I need to, like, is that a Welch plug there that I need to pull? Hey, Brandon, instead of working on a Honda pressure washer, you could be out cutting with a 394. I just figured I'd give you the heads up. Hey, William. Missed you last night. Just as a reminder to those people that are here, those 394s I'm working on are for sale. If anybody wants them, shoot me an email. Yeah, I probably needs a new diaphragm. That would be smart, huh? Uh, plus shipping, William. Somewhere in there is a pretty good number. That's probably what I have into them as far as parts goes. Yeah, I got two. I'm doing two of them. One's already ready to go. It's out in the shed. I've got the other one here. All I'm doing is waiting on the air horn. Okay, anything else I should be doing on here? Do I pull the high needle out just to clean it? Or whatever this is. Maybe just pull this out. Hey, Bob. That's where my day was 10. Go kart, love of my life. Always a diaphragm and pickup tube problem. Okay. Well, how do I get to the other end of the pickup tube? Do I just pull that out? Oh, there's a little clamp on the pickup tube. How much for one saw? 700 plus shipping. So you get two for 1,400 plus shipping. Yeah, there's a little clamp right here. Look at that. Best of luck getting that off. You need a little spreader. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ha. All right. So that's patent. Don't even need to worry about that. So the pickup tube is patent. Probably just need a new diaphragm and whatever gaskets. I'll focus on doing that. I'll get all that stuff on order here pretty quick and see what happens. So wait, what do you do with the needle? Seat it and then do a turn and a half out, basically. So that's seated. One half and one